Welcome to or back to this channel. I almost feel like I should be welcoming myself back to this channel because where have I been for months on end? Who knows? Not me. So today is a quite exciting video. Let me give you a little timeline on events. So when I was like 6 months old, my parents gave me peanut butter and I blew up like a balloon and they're like, can't give her that. Probably won't try that again. She'll probably die. So I had an allergy test when I was 3 or 4 and it obviously said, yep, she's anaphylactic to nuts, don't give her that. It also told me I was allergic to everything else on the face of the planet, including dogs, cats, pollens, dust mites, grasses, all the things that you can think of. You know, I'm just a little princess, you know, incompatible with the outside world. Obviously, I've learned to deal with all of those symptoms, but anaphylaxis, unfortunately, is not something that you can medicate your way out of. I've got my whole life thinking that I was allergic to all nuts because the test back then wasn't super specific or something, or my parents were afraid to like give me nuts, and so my brain from a very, very, very young age was conditioned to think that I would die if I literally ate any nut, and that's almonds, cashews, you know, hazelnuts, pistachios, everything. I do not know what any of it tastes like. Looking back, there are a few things that flag, but I'll get to those. So it's 2022. At the beginning of the year, sometime in early January, I had a new allergy test because I was getting to this point where in my 21 years of life, I've never had an anaphylactic shock because I was quite good with nuts and like, you know, making sure that I never ate them. If I ate out, I would always double check the kitchen, all that kind of stuff. I was getting to this point where I was like, there is no way that I haven't accidentally eaten a nut in 21 years. Like, you can't avoid a whole thing that well unless I'm just like this elite nut avoider. Put that on my resume, actually. It was starting to get a little bit suspicious to me, so I booked myself in to get my allergies retested, and I did, and here are the photos of all of the allergy results that I got, and it turns out that I am actually only allergic to peanuts. I'm actually not allergic to cats and dogs, but I am allergic to grass and pollen, blah blah blah, which when the cats and dogs are dirty they bring in, so technically I'm still and let the dogs clean, like it's fine, which is kind of annoying because I spent a lot of money on a hypoallergenic dog. Look, you live and you learn, okay? Basically, the test told me that I wasn't allergic to all nuts. It was actually just peanuts. So a few days after that, on January 25th, I was trying some protein powders after the gym and I had my first anaphylactic shock, apart from the one I had when I was 6 months old that I obviously don't remember. So I went into anaphylactic shock. I had to call an ambulance. I had to use my EpiPen. I had to go to hospital. I was there until like 1 in the morning. It was pretty insane, and luckily we had a public holiday on the Wednesday, so I didn't have to go to work and I could recover for the whole day before going back to work on Thursday, as if hadn't just had a near-death experience. And so this was all like January, just before the end of January. That whole experience kind of shook me a little bit. I put off trying any new nuts for quite a while. It's now July, it's been 7 months. I think it's time. When I had my allergy test, the way that they told me that I should introduce nuts into my diet is to get the buttered version of that nut, and I should have a little bit on the edge of a teaspoon if nothing happens in 15 minutes, have a little bit more if nothing happens in 15 minutes, have a whole teaspoon, and then if nothing happens, I'm pretty much good to go. So today, my mum is coming over a little bit later because she's a nurse, and even though she couldn't do anything to actually stop my anaphylaxis if it is going to happen, she does ease a lot of my anxiety, which is good because having a panic attack and having anaphylactic shock can feel quite similar in the beginning. So it's going to be really good for me to actually identify that. It's terrifying and I'm very nervous. So we're going to be trying almond butter today. I'm doing almond butter because I would really like to have things with almond meal in it. It's kind of the biggest thing that is like an obstacle that I face, ironically enough. Fun fact, here's a little side story. Looking back in hindsight, now that I know I'm not actually allergic to these nuts, it all totally makes sense, and I think I'm gonna be completely fine with the almonds because I used to eat Toblerone. Now, I don't know if it's an Australian brand, but it is an almond chocolate, and I used to eat it. And then I read the ingredients one day, and it was like, contains almonds, and I was like, oh, I'm allergic to almonds, I should probably stop eating this. This is when I was like 10, so like little girl brain, conditioned from a young age that eating nuts was like naughty because I'm allergic to it. So my brain kind of just like got scared and was like, oh, don't eat the Toblerone, it will kill you even though you've been eating it and nothing has been happening. Bad, don't do that. And so I stopped eating Toblerone. A similar situation happened when I had Nutella at a party once. I ate a slice of it thinking it was Vegemite. and nothing happened. And one of the mums that was supervising came over and was like, did you eat that? And I was like, yeah, I ate it. And they were like, that's got Nutella on it. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, that was really bad of me. Nothing happened, but that's really naughty and don't do that ever again. So people keep asking me like, have you just started eating all of these different nuts now? And I'm just like, well, I'm still scared of it. Like my body still has this like fear response to something having nuts in it. So no, I haven't. I'm slowly working my way into it. This video could go one of two ways. I could try the almond butter. Nothing's gonna happen. I'll give you a review on the taste of the almonds that I've never had before. It'll be a very, very, very quick 5-minute video, which will be great for me for editing. Or it could be a 10-minute video when I go to hospital after my anaphylactic shock, which would be great for you and for views. So, you know, you win some and you win some. I'm nervous.
Don't take too much of a taste test. Just a little bit.
Ew, it's disgusting. Ingredients, almonds 100%. I'm really nervous. How much should I have?
I would just lick the spoon.
Just like, it's really hard. It's really hard. It smells like Anzac biscuits. Do you remember that time I ate an Anzac biscuit and Auntie Jo made me spit it out? It totally had almonds in it. It literally just tastes like Anzac biscuit. Now we wait. Tracing, I need to relax, otherwise I'm not gonna know. What if it wasn't enough? Have a bit more in 15 minutes. Right, set a timer. Okay, so nothing happened. The ambulance sign is not helping this situation. Oh, it makes me nervous. I'm really cold. Okay.
Make it worth your while if you're gonna have it.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Can I put it in something?
No, just eat the thing. Just stick the spoon in your mouth.
It's
Oh,
one
we
of
haven't got
those-
all day for this, Rob.
Can I
Eat
is
it.
that enough?
Eat it, Freddie. Eat it. Open up for the choo-choo.
That's too much. I can't eat that much. No, that's
You totally can.
it's
You
too
got
much.
this. You
It's
can
too-
do it.
it's too
You can do it.
much.
You can do it.
It's too much.
It's not too much. You can do it.
Open up.
Hang on, I just want to wait a second.
Okay.
I won't put
Okay.
less.
Okay.
It needs to.
You'll work up to it.
I need to work up to it.
This is all the symptoms of mental distress. You got this.
I'm in severe mental distress
Yeah.
right now. It's really scary.
No, but you can do it. You got this.
How long has it been since I had it initially?
It's at least half an hour. Do you want me to pretend it's a choo-choo train? Put it in your mouth?
You know what?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
I'm gonna drink some water. Well, that was amazing. I am extremely happy with the outcome of that experience. It was really more of a mental challenge rather than a physical, obviously. Like when I originally had the lick, my body sort of started, I guess, imagining symptoms, and I kind of thought that I was having an anaphylactic shock. Just the building up to having that big spoonful. So I don't know if I showed you how much I had. I'm not gonna have any more though, like I need to have a break. But I ended up eating like about that much at once, which is quite a lot. I feel quite good now, like mentally strong. I'm very proud of myself for giving it a go. It's very cool that I can eat almonds now and I don't have to be afraid of them. I make hiking a lot easier because I can eat trail mix now, which is super exciting. I'm glad that I didn't have to go to hospital because I did have plans today that I can now actually go ahead and do. So that's also fantastic for me. Well, anyway, thank you for coming on this journey with me. I know it wasn't a super interesting and exciting video, but it was a roller coaster for me. Like, this is probably one of my biggest fears, to be honest, and I just faced it head on. So feeling good about that, and I'm glad that I have evidence of it. But anyway, have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.